Dame Dash accuses Jay-Z of corporate selfishness and artist neglect. The story of Roc-A-Fella Records is often told as a triumph of hip-hop entrepreneurship, a testament to a generation of New York visionaries who turned street hustle into a multi-million-dollar empire. Yet, beneath the glossy surface of platinum plagues and fashion lines, a persistent, bitter narrative endures. It is the story told by co-founder Dame Dash, whose decades-long feud with Sean Jay-Z Carter has once again boiled over. Dash has intensified his claims, alleging that Jay-Z's ruthless pursuit of billionaire status involved the calculated, selfish neglect and abandonment of the very artists who provided the label's creative backbone. Tonight, we break down the exhaustive claims from Dash, the alleged casualties of the breakup, and the clash between brotherhood and corporate ambition. The moral divide: billionaire wealth versus artist welfare. At the core of Dame Dash's public critique is a deeply moralistic argument concerning the responsibilities of success. Dash consistently highlights the stark economic contrast between Jay-Z, a celebrated billionaire mogul, and the reported financial struggles of several Roc-A-Fella artists who helped generate the initial wealth. The most frequently cited casualties include Philadelphia stalwarts Beanie Sigel, Freeway, and the group Young Guns. While these artists achieved critical and commercial success under the rock banner, Freeway's Philadelphia Freeway and Beanie Sigel's solo work are considered classics. Their careers post-Roc-A-Fella faced significant hurdles, often involving legal troubles and personal difficulties. Dame Dash's claims suggest that Jay-Z, who currently controls assets worth over $1 billion, has consciously failed to use his immense resources to uplift or secure the financial futures of these former labelmates. Dash portrays this as the ultimate betrayal of the Roc-A-Fella family ethos, arguing that Jay-Z's ambition transcended loyalty, embracing the culture vulture mentality Dash himself frequently rails against. He implies that a gesture of a couple million to an ailing former artist would be negligible to Jay-Z, yet life-changing to them, a gesture of goodwill Dash finds Jay-Z unwilling to make. The political weaponization of Cameron and the diplomats. Dash's accusations detail how the internal political struggle between the co-founders directly impacted the artists, particularly Harlem rapper Cameron and his crew, the Diplomats, Dipset. The tension began to peak around 2003, when Jay-Z announced his first retirement with the Black Album. Dash, realizing the label needed a new flagship star, heavily backed Cameron, even appointing him as vice president of Roc-A-Fella. Dash claims this move, intended to protect the company's future, was viewed by Jay-Z as an abuse of power and a threat to his dominance. Jay-Z, in his return, allegedly made it clear that artists had to align themselves with him, effectively forcing a division among the roster. Artists like Beanie Sigel and Kanye West initially sided with Dame during the peak of the tension. However, when the label was formally dissolved and Jay-Z took the reins at Def Jam, the split became permanent and punitive. Dash claims that Jay-Z's move was a deliberate act of divide and conquer, leaving the artists caught in a loyalty tug-of-war that ultimately stunted the momentum of the Dipset movement and the State Property crew. The message, according to Dash, was simple: align with the mogul or be left behind. The business coup and Jay-Z's corporate greed. Dame Dash frames the Roc-A-Fella breakup not as an organic separation, but as a calculated corporate coup orchestrated by Jay-Z to enrich himself at the expense of his partners and the label's artists. Dash recounts how their partnership was systematically dismantled. In 2004, the remaining 50% stake in Roc-A-Fella was sold to Def Jam's parent company, and Jay-Z was appointed president and CEO of Def Jam. Dash views this as the ultimate betrayal, alleging Jay-Z colluded with music industry executives like Lear Cohen to take control of the empire 4 cents on the dollar and solidify his own transition from artist to untouchable executive. Furthermore, Dash has offered specific examples of alleged sabotage that demonstrate Jay-Z's self-serving mentality. He repeatedly references a high-profile business deal for Roc-A-Wear, the clothing line, with Tommy Hilfiger around 2005. Dash alleges that just as he was about to finalize a lucrative agreement, Jay-Z publicly shifted focus to his separate Carter brand, thereby intentionally devaluing the Roc-A-Wear brand and destroying Dash's potential profits. Dash views these actions as Jay-Z actively messing with my money and using his corporate clout to blackball Dash from further industry opportunities. The nail in the coffin: the R. Kelly collaboration. Beyond the business and financial arguments, Dash frequently cites a personal and moral betrayal that he calls the nail in the coffin of their relationship: Jay-Z's decision to collaborate with R. Kelly on the joint albums Best of Both Worlds, 2002, and Unfinished Business, 2004. At the time, Dash was in a relationship with R&B star Aaliyah before her tragic death. Crucially, R. Kelly was already facing sex crime allegations and had previously married Aaliyah when she was just 15. Dash argues that Jay-Z's willingness to work with Kelly, even going against the moral objections Dash raised, demonstrated a profound moral disparity between the two partners, proving to Dash that Jay-Z would sacrifice loyalty and morality for commercial gain. Dash insists that Jay-Z was aware of the full scope of Kelly's actions, making the collaboration unforgivable. This personal trauma adds significant emotional weight to Dash's accusations of general neglect toward the Roc-A-Fella family. Jay-Z's silence and the enduring legacy. While Dame Dash remains vocal, frequently appearing in interviews to detail the alleged betrayals, Jay-Z has largely maintained a strategic, powerful silence. His position, and the narrative supported by many industry insiders, suggests the split was inevitable due to Dash's reportedly volatile, combative, and often publicly abrasive business style, which alienated key players like Def Jam executives. Jay-Z's success since the breakup, culminating in the founding of Roc Nation and his billionaire status, is often cited as proof of his superior business acumen. However, Dash's accusations resonate because they tap into a sensitive topic within the culture: the fleeting nature of wealth for many black artists compared to the corporate moguls who profit from their work. The fate of artists like Beanie Sigel, who faced numerous legal issues, including tax evasion and drug charges, and Freeway, who has battled kidney failure, serves as a potent backdrop to Dash's rhetoric. The ongoing public battle between the two former friends is more than just personal drama. It is a critical examination of ambition, greed, and loyalty at the highest echelons of the music industry, leaving behind a complex, broken legacy where a billion-dollar success story is perpetually shadowed by accusations of selfish artist neglect.